Open the book of Judges. Prepare to delve into a time of upheaval and uncertainty in the history of Israel. And you enter a world in chaos, a society struggling to find its way. No king, no central authority to unite and guide the people, no clear direction. A sense of collective aimlessness pervades the land. Just everyone doing what seemed right to them, leading to fragmentation and moral decay. It's a raw, honest look at what happens when people forget their true leader, when they prioritize their own desires above all else. The Israelites had a land, a promised inheritance, but quickly lost sight of the God who gave it, turning away from his laws and guidance. Judges isn't about perfect heroes, paragons of virtue. It's about real people, real struggles, real failures, and real moments of redemption. And a repeating cycle, a pattern of disobedience and deliverance. Forget God, forsake his commandments, fall into trouble, oppressed by enemies, cry out in desperation, and God sends a rescuer, raising up a judge to deliver them from their oppressors. These judges were unlikely leaders, often flawed and imperfect individuals. Flawed, ordinary, possessing weaknesses and shortcomings, but chosen for a purpose, specifically appointed by God to lead and deliver his people. The book's famous line, "In those days Israel had no king. Everyone did as they saw fit," sums up the chaos, highlighting the consequences of rejecting divine authority. Yet even in darkness, God's mercy shines through, a testament to his unwavering love and faithfulness, sending hope when it's least expected, offering a path back to righteousness and restoration. Judges holds up a mirror to our own hearts, forcing us to confront our own tendencies towards rebellion and self-reliance, showing our need for guidance and grace, underscoring the importance of seeking God's will in all aspects of our lives. It's a story that prepares us for the ultimate king, the Messiah, who would one day break the cycle for good, establishing a reign of perfect justice and everlasting peace. God's leaders in the book of Judges weren't the obvious choices, not the ones you'd expect to see leading the charge. They came from humble backgrounds, faced immense challenges, and often grappled with their own insecurities. Take Gideon, for example. We find him hiding in fear, trying to avoid detection. Yet it was Gideon whom God called a mighty warrior, a title that seemed utterly absurd given his current state. He doubted his abilities, asked for multiple signs to confirm God's will, and felt utterly unqualified for the task ahead, a sentiment many of us can relate to. And yet God used him, this fearful, doubting man, to win a pivotal battle with just 300 men, an army drastically smaller than their opposition. This improbable victory served as a powerful reminder, proving that the victory was God's, not Gideon's strength or strategy. Gideon's story is a testament to the fact that faith doesn't have to be perfect or unwavering to be effective. It just has to be willing to take the first step, however small or hesitant that step may be. Then there's Deborah, another unlikely leader. She was a woman leading in a society dominated by men, a time when female leadership was rare and often discouraged. Deborah served as a prophetess and judge, and her wisdom and discernment drew people from all walks of life to seek her counsel. Even when the general Barak was gripped by fear and hesitant to go into battle, Deborah stepped up, leading with unwavering courage and unwavering faith, ultimately guiding Israel to a resounding victory against their oppressors. She didn't fight with a sword or rely on military might, but with unshakable trust in God's plan and his power to deliver them. Both Gideon and Deborah were undeniably imperfect individuals, yet God chose to use them powerfully, transforming their weaknesses into strengths. Their stories remind us that God's purpose and plan for our lives isn't limited or defined by our own doubts, fears, or even by what others expect of us. You don't have to be flawless, possess extraordinary talents, or perfectly fit a certain mold. Just be willing to say yes and step forward in faith. God does the rest, empowering you to accomplish far more than you ever thought possible. Judges follows a familiar, painful cycle: peace, forgetfulness, sin, suffering, and rescue. After each rescue, Israel enjoys peace, then slowly drifts, forgetting God and chasing after other idols. Their rebellion isn't sudden, it's a gradual slide into the ways of the world around them. As a result, they lose their freedom and face oppression from enemies. In their suffering, they finally cry out to God. God, full of mercy, raises up a judge to deliver them. The cycle starts again. Peace, then forgetfulness. This pattern reveals two truths. We're quick to wander, but God is always ready to welcome us back. Judges isn't just ancient history, it's a reflection of our own hearts. We fall, we cry out, and God answers. It's easy to judge the Israelites, to look at their repeated mistakes with a sense of superiority. But the truth is, their cycle is ours too. We are all susceptible to the same patterns of behavior. We enjoy seasons of peace, times of prosperity and contentment, then drift, chasing modern idols like success, striving for achievements and accolades, relationships, seeking fulfillment in human connection or comfort. We pursue ease and luxury, hoping it will satisfy. We trust in these things, placing our faith in fleeting pleasures and material possessions, only to find ourselves empty or anxious when those things inevitably fail to deliver lasting joy. When they let us down. Our oppression may be stress, the weight of expectations and responsibilities, brokenness, the pain of shattered dreams and wounded hearts, or a sense of lost purpose. A feeling of being adrift, without direction or meaning. Eventually, we hit a wall and cry out for help. God doesn't turn away. He meets us in our mess, offering comfort and solace in our darkest moments, offering grace and a way back, a path to redemption and renewal. The judge's cycle plays out in our lives and communities, shaping our societies and influencing our choices, reminding us we need a true king, a leader who is just, compassionate, and unwavering. We can't break the cycle on our own. Our human strength and resolve are simply not enough. But God is always ready to restore us when we turn to Him, when we seek His guidance and embrace His love. The longing for a king in Judges is the same longing we feel today, a deep-seated desire for true leadership and lasting peace. Judges may seem dark, but it's a book of hope. Its chaos and longing point to our need for a true, lasting king. The Israelites' best efforts brought only temporary peace. Their real problem was a restless heart. Judges points forward to Jesus, the king who never fails, the judge who rescues us from within. Where human leaders fell short, Jesus brings eternal salvation. The flawed heroes of Judges are echoes of the true hero to come. Even in our darkest moments, God is at work, leading us to lasting peace. The story doesn't end in despair because the King has come and He makes all things new.